It is a pleasure to be addressing you today as we commemorate International Vultures Awareness Day here at Endangered. This day is normally marked being the first Saturday of September. And the reason why we are doing this is to create awareness so that we get to know the importance of vultures as one of the animal species and bird species. We have about 11 species of vultures in Africa, but in the world there are about 15. And here in Kenya we have about 8 species. And at the background where we are, this is one of their breeding areas. And so we chose to come and celebrate here in Endangered. In Kenya alone, we are blessed to have 8 species. And out of these species, we have white-backed vulture, white-headed vulture, hooded vulture, Rüppell's vulture, Egyptian vulture, Lappet-faced vulture, bearded vulture, and also palm-night vulture. Out of these 8 species, 4 of them are critically endangered, and 2 are endangered species, and 1 is near threatened. So we have about these 8 species. Each one of them is being categorized differently, either being endangered, being critically endangered, or also near threatened. And one of these species, which we refer to as palm nut, is of concern. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, vultures are critical to the ecosystem as they devour carcasses of animals, thus keeping the environment clean and therefore limiting the spread of deadly diseases to other wildlife or even humans. 61% of these vultures are lost due to poisoning, 29% are killed because of traditional medicine, 9% due to electrical infrastructure, and 1% killed for food. And so one of electrical infrastructure, if you go around, you will find that we have power lines and etc. And by bad luck, because of such infrastructure, you will find that they might be electrocuted in one way or another one. The 61%, which are normally usually mostly poisoned, is because of 2 reasons. 1, they consume carcasses of livestock that have been lost due to issues to do with lions, hyenas, and other carnivores. These others poison the carcasses to retaliate. But vultures many times fall prey as collateral damage. And so some of them die not because of direct intentions, but because of indirect ways. 2 poachers poison vultures as they are usually the first to locate the carcasses and cycle above the dead animals. So because of this, authorities of the poached animals, and in that process they revenge the poachers poison the birds. So really what I'm saying here is that many times, because of the aggrieved nature of the keepers, you will find that they want to poison the carcasses. They use carcasses as a way of deterrence and giving sort of what they are doing is that they want to poison. That is the first intention. And indirectly, because these vultures come around, you will find that they also get that poison, and during that process they also die. So that's why we are talking about collateral damage.
And here we are at the nesting site of the Rüppell's vulture, which is critically endangered. These vultures actually nest and breed right behind there. You can see the nest, the white stuff is the nest. They fly, they glide from here towards the Mara to look for food and come back in the evening. So we have like a daily migration. Some of the threats that are facing these vultures include wildlife poisoning. We have human-wildlife conflict. So you might find people whose animals were killed by, let's say, lions. They would poison the carcass, and then the vulture eats and becomes collateral damage, then they die. The other challenge is habitat fragmentation, in terms of where the food is declining. And also we have, to a small extent, infrastructural development. Hell's Gate is a park which has a lot of geothermal activity going on. We also have a lot of power lines around here, and these are a threat to the animals. However, we are working with KenGen and Ketraco in order to mitigate some of the impacts, to minimize the impacts that are a threat to our vultures. Thank you very much.
Maybe